I mean, the oldest university in the world is our university. At least 2 centuries before they even had a university in Europe. If our education was deteriorated, it was under colonization. And it's still today psychological, mental colonization that makes us continue to imagine that our education systems are inadequate. You know, all they really have left in the West is this Western centric ranking system for universities telling the world that they have the best universities. But that's just branding, like a handbag. It's actually only worth $20, but they're selling it for $200 because of the logo. The actual value of Western education is mediocre at best these days. You know, the best eye doctor that I ever had and the best pair of glasses that I ever had was made in Gaza and was by a doctor in Gaza. And I have some pretty complex issues with my eyesight, but that doctor was able to identify and understand those problems within maybe 3 minutes. And then he made me the best prescription lenses that I've ever had. And that's just one example out of many examples from my own life and experience. Without exception, I have found that the knowledge and skill levels of professionals in Asia, the Middle East, and Africa far surpass anything that I ever encountered when I was living in the U.S., all educated and trained in their own countries. The landscape of higher education in our part of the world is evolving rapidly. I mean, there's a surge in institutions and student enrollments throughout the Muslim world and throughout the global South. Our countries are witnessing unprecedented growth in institutional numbers and student populations. We are actively shaping the future of academia in the world. Meanwhile, enrollment in higher education in the West is in free fall. I mean, no one can afford it. And the quality and the utility of the education that they get isn't worth it. You know, I used to tutor a high school student in Turkey, and the things that they were learning at that level of school, high school, was beyond what bachelor's degree students study in America. The depth and the breadth of their study, the military discipline and structure of their education was astonishing. It was so impressive. So we need to shake off this notion that there's any prestige attached to a Western degree.